Hello everyone, this is Gil with Padawan Unlimited, a Star Wars Limited trading card game podcast and YouTube channel. Today I am in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. It is day one of the first ever sector qualifier for season one for the limited format, which means it's a sealed event you get 6 packs, you have to make a 30 card deck, and then if you make it through day one, you get to day two, there's a couple more rounds where you do draft, and then that gets you to top 8, and then you draft again. So it's really exciting. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be here the entire day for day one due to personal reasons, but I think you deserve the content. So I'm going to do as much filming as I can about the space for day one, and then I'll be back for day two to talk about and show the rest of the event, and hopefully some of the winners of the event, of the tournament. So stay tuned for some clips throughout, of the facility and everything like that. And until next time, may the force be with you. Hello everyone, this is Gil with Padawan Unlimited. As I head into the Pennsylvania Convention Center for the first ever sector qualifier, limited sector qualifier here in Americas for season one of Star Wars Limited trading card game, I just want to give a view of the outside of the entrance of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It's a great place. The Reading Terminal Market is such a good place to go get food. So I'm so happy that this is here, because unlike Milan, when I went to the first sector qualifier, man, there was only like one food truck, not a lot of food choices. So if you're vegan or had like dietary restrictions or anything like that, really hard to get food. But the convention center is right here. I'll do a view of everything inside. I'll do a walkthrough of the facility, just like I did for all the other events that I've been to. Talk to you soon. Some confusion with where the event was going to be, so I think I finally made it. We'll get there. We'll get there. It feels like it's in an obscure place in the convention center, but we'll see what happens. Found it. Terrace 1 in the building. You can already see people kind of sitting around getting ready for the event, so I think I'm in the right place. As we head into the room, as you can see, there's a lot more fanfare here than I think some of the other events that I've been to. At least the first ever sector qualifier. They leveled up. Star City Games. We'll zoom in over there later. That's where the judging table is and kind of the organization. And it seems like they have another additional store. Nice, quiet. We'll see how it goes. Here we have Rochester CCG, established 2012. I'm being quiet because it is the morning and it seems like they're hard at work doing some stuff. But as always, there's usually a vendor at one of these events that has product, and these guys seem really well stocked. I'm gonna do a quick view around the entire table. So they got sleeves. Ooh, they got cards. Let's see what they got. Promo packs, great cards. Singles, love it. Okay, let's go all the way around. Accessories and packs. Another vendor they have here is Pro Play Games. So just want to do a quick view of the table. Again, a lot of accessories. Ooh, some damage pads. That's good. No pads. And books of singles. Nice. Awesome. Always great to have access to this stuff during a tournament. So one of the most important things here we got is the prize wall. I love that they got the t-shirts again, and I like to see that they're stocked, unlike what I guess regional qualifiers was. But seems like they got some sleeves. We got 200 per card sleeve at each design. Soft crates. They're putting away the cards now, which is great. Aspect pins. They're free apparently. No, 0 tickets.
Forgot to write those on. Those are 200. 200
tickets. Which, by the way, these look at those pens. They're freaking gorgeous. I love them. Promo cards. So the promos you get for, I think you get for VIP, but these promo cards you have to get in the silver packs. And so they have the aspects from set 1, and then event cards, and then they have HK Planetary Bar Vigil. That's great. Booster packs for 100. You can get you get carbonite boxes as well, or carbonite packs, and then a variety of mats. Check it out. Awesome stuff. So it is about 8:15. The event starts at 9. The hall is starting to fill up. You can see people trying to get their VIP swag and all these other things. People are settling down. You'll see KTOD hanging out over here. Yep. And yeah, people filling in. Unfortunately, the streaming team, which is McClunky Gaming, my team, is having some issues with some of FFG staffing things and union stuff. So we'll see if that can be resolved, hopefully within a reasonable amount of time, so they can start streaming the event.
Event swag, so please make sure that you leave room for them. First of all, I want to thank you for joining us for today's sector qualifier here in Philadelphia. It's great to see everyone. We have a pretty full event, about 500 players.
So this is the sheet you have to use to track the cards of the person opposite of you. As you can see, they just use it to help track against cheating and just making sure that all the cards are legitimate for the deck. Pretty cool.
Finally, let's do a quick swag review for all the items that you get for participating or joining in the event. There are 2 tiers, and if this is the first time you've done it, let me just give you a quick run through of what those are. There is a standard entry, sector qualifier entry for $60, and then there is a VIP entry for about, let's look it up. I think it's about $150. Each of these gives you a different thing or assortment of things that you can get, and let's review it so that if or when you decide to do a sector qualifier or one of these large scale events and you're like, do I want to pay this money to get in? It might be worth it because you might want to sell some of the product, or you might really want to add it to your collection. I know that everyone has their own desires, wants, and needs, so to help you make your decision, let's go to the swag that you get for the sector qualifier here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, October 11th to 12th, 2025. The first thing we'll talk about is the sector qualifier, just regular entry. So regular entry, like I said, is $60. Not only does it give you entry into the tournament, you get a couple things. The first thing we'll talk about is you get the Yaddle promo card. So this is a variant art card that is in the theme of all of previous events. It is nothing. There's nothing different about the playability of this card. It is strictly aesthetic. As you can see, this that in between force kind of view. It's a really pretty card. I know I'd want probably 3 of these to put into my deck. The next thing we'll talk about is in the theme they have a Yaddle mat. So let's show that now. Right. As you can see here, they have a season 1 sector qualifier kind of like badge on the mat. They got rid of the participant thing. Right. So that means, I think that was some feedback that they got from the previous sector qualifiers. It's just a plain polyprene mat. As you can see, there's no stitching on the ends. So that means that, there will be some fraying. I know some people really like the stitching, but unfortunately they don't have these here. Still pretty high quality, obviously pretty durable. Can't complain about a mat. These can potentially sell for $50, $100, even more, depending on what the market dictates. The next thing you get is a random pack of Star Wars Unlimited Game Genic sleeves. So I saw a couple come out. Mine, actually, that I got was Boba Fett. It's 60 art sleeves and then 2 clear sleeves in a brand new box. Again, if you think about the value, you might get these for $5, $10 at your local game store. So that if you add that into the mix, pretty good. You then get 2 sector qualifier event packs. So this is actually my second recording. I forgot to put sound apparently, or I accidentally muted myself. So I already opened these, but these are season 1 sector qualifier silver packs, similar to the Galactic Championship. They've kind of kept up the tradition, and there are 2 cards in each of these packs. I'm going to go through with the 4 cards that I got. Right now, I think these are selling anywhere between $80 to like $100 online. I've seen a couple sales on eBay, for example. You could probably get it for less, and I'm sure those prices will go down, but who knows. The next thing you're going to get is a participation pin. So I got a couple pins here, actually. The participation pin, I'm assuming, is this one, which is the Season 1 Sector Qualifier pin. Let's get that close. These pins that they produce for these events are really, really high quality. They're very hefty. This is original plastic. I didn't think I was going to collecting pins, but I have literally every single Star Wars Unlimited pin that's been made available, so I'm definitely going to keep this. And then they also give you a Legends of the Force pin as well. So they have one for each set. This one is Legends of the Force. Again, a little hefty in its original plastic. I already have one of these. I got from Milan. I got it really early. So if you listen to the podcast and you made it this far into the video, give us a listen, because it might be one of your free giveaways. You know, everyone knows that I like to give away free stuff. And then there's a tote bag. Let me see if I can grab that. They were using the same one, Kylo Ren image on this bag. It's okay. You know, people sell this for like $5 or just give them away. I'm probably gonna also give mine away as well, so stay tuned for more. And that's what you get for $60. Again, not necessarily bad. Right? Just to enter the tournament, you could potentially make your money back. I know some people do, especially when they sell right away. The next things I want to talk about is the Sector Qualifier VIP entry. So the VIP entry is $150. You get everything that I just showed you, and then you get a little bit more. What I mean by a little bit more is you get a choice. This is new for this season. You get a choice of a Game-Genic Mat, Yoda's lightsaber, Babu Frick, Trenchron, or the TIE Ambush Squadron. I was able to procure a Trenchron. Again, it's very similar in that it has the big badge on top that says Season 1 Sector Qualifier, and this is the image. It's a beautiful mat. Again, no stitching on the end. It's just cut. So you know you're gonna get some fraying. Protect your mat if you really want to play with it more in the future, because the wear and tear will probably get down to it. You get a randomized Game-Genic deck pod. So I got a villainy one, so another black one, which is convenient. You know, these again, you're kind of making your money back if you bought this MSRP. I can't complain about a deck pod, right? You're going to use these. If not, you can give them away as a gift to someone who's just getting into the game. Very helpful as well. And then finally, this is actually Legends of the Force pin. This actually comes with VIP, just to be clear. It does not come with the registration, with the regular entry. Again, beautiful pin. And then you get a copy of each of the promo cards. So the promo cards that they have are alternate treatment cards, not really. They're variants of cards that are already in play. There's nothing different from these cards and in terms of playability, but they have a special foil treatment, and you get one of each, right? So we're going to go through the list. The first one we get here is Axe Wolves. It's a blue card. Again, you'll notice here there's no stamp that indicates this is from the Sector Qualifier Season 1. It's just alternate foil treatment for a card that is in existence. Something you will note here is you'll see like a P25 English kind of sign next to the rarity symbol. That indicates the kind of set it's from, which is 2025 promo set, right? The next one we have here is Gunji. Let's put that, hopefully, that thing. Again, it's a alternate variation in terms of foil treatment. Nothing necessarily fundamentally different about the card, but these cards are actually very beautiful. They haven't bent on me, which is good. IG 2000, which is another rare card. Next is Wrecker, one of the iconic cards for the Sabine deck. People like these. And then Aura Singh, great card. So almost all these cards are playable. So that's really good. I'm really happy with that. Aura Singh. And then finally, Vernesha Row, which is one of my favorite cards for the set. Right? Alternate art treatment promo cards. Okay, and the only way that I've been able to procure the only other way to procure these for the Sector Qualifiers is to pay 200 prize wall tickets for one card, right? And roughly that's about $5 for 100, depending on how well you do in side events. That's roughly the cost, so it's about $10 per card if you could procure it. Or there is a side event like a little league event where you can pay $50, $60 entry fee, and then you get one copy of each, which is really great. I've done that before in the past. That's been worth it for me. So if you're trying to get a play set, do the VIP, do one of those events, and you'll get multiple sets. So, but either way, suffice to say, there are other ways to procure the cards. I don't know if they're going to have these in future events. Like they didn't have the last Sector Qualifier ones in future events. Or they did, but like they don't have it here, for example. So they are going to be limited in that sense. Next, again, we're going to talk about the other cards. So I mentioned the Sector Qualifier Silver packs. Each of these silver packs these are not, you get 2 of them just for paying, right, to enter the thing. You can also procure the cards in these sets, in these packs, at the prize wall for 600 prize wall tickets. Again, so you think about the cost there, it's about $30 per card. Yeah, that's right. And each of these cards right now, probably going for a lot, actually, because they're like all legendary cards and they're all relatively playable. So I opened up 2 packs, and these are the ones that I got. The first one I got was Vigilance. Now the difference between this and the promo cards that I just showed you. So for example, you're going to see the same P25 on the bottom, which shows promo 2025, but on the top you'll see it says Season 1. This is a card that's only available during Season 1. I don't know what's going to happen with these in the future, if they're going to give more if they're going to have the same silver packs for Season 1 throughout the entire year. So I would assume these prices are going to go down, but right now they're going for like $60-$80 or something like that. It's pretty crazy. This is the Vigilance card. The next one I pulled was Command. Again, not necessarily super different art. Kind of keeps in theme with the cards that were previously printed, but there's no borders, different art, different foiling treatment, a little more defined art, and you'll see that specifically with Cunning. I drew Cunning here. If you could look at the Han Solo, which is the actor, it looks like they water painted him, like watercolored him. It's like really, really defined and really, really good. I'll say. Yeah, Cunning. And finally, I got a planetary bombardment card. Let's see if it zooms in. Very playable. Very happy with this. It's a legendary card from Jump to Lightspeed. Okay. Stay tuned and that's it for all the cards that I got. I'm going to see if I can procure the full set for Season 1 cards tomorrow. Unfortunately, today I was unable to participate in the main event because of family things or family emergency. But I think you guys deserve the content. Stay tuned tomorrow. I'm gonna see if I can get some interviews. I'm gonna see if I can get more videos of the entire facility. Maybe get some top 8 games or whatever. Listening on the McClunky Gaming stream for like live coverage. They have some really great casters, really great stuff. And until next time, thank you again for listening. Please remember to like, subscribe, tell your friends, and may the Force be with you.